Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Mind Center Sunday service. And this is February 24th, 2025. So I am really enjoying seeing everyone here. So let's just come together for our opening prayer treatment as we just go within and know that all that takes place during this time is divinely guided from on high. Infinite wisdom guides and directs all that we think, say, and do. And each one of us gets the message that we came for. I know this time is blessed, and each one of us is blessed as well. And in the nature of the Christ, I claim it all so, and so it is. Okay, so put my clothes on, my eyes, somebody else comes on. Hey, Patricia, it's good to see you. So, and Pam, I saw you just before I went into treatment. But it's good to see everyone. Thank you for joining us. And my topic this morning is, oh, what a day. Oh, happy day. And this is a happy day, just because it's here. This now moment, right here, right now. It's the only moment we really have guarantee of. And all is well, right here and right now. But the main thing I plan to talk about is love. Imagine that. February is supposed to be the month of love. And we see hearts everywhere and silly poetry and sometimes not so silly. But the focus of attention for this 1 month out of the year, let's stretch it into every month out of the year, to focus on love. What is love? Some think it's a really good feeling. Yeah, it can be. And we generally place our love on someone or something outside ourselves and don't really spend nearly enough time on ourselves. The love that we are, the love that we feel for ourselves. It's very important because in order to love someone else, we have to know what love is. And we have to feel it for ourselves. No one can give us love. We are love. And I realize that many of us were not raised with the idea that you should love yourself. We're supposed to love other people. And we sometimes find that difficult. But loving ourselves often seems impossible. Mainly because we were taught to be nice. And don't flaunt your love. Um, we're literally taught to withhold our love. And certainly, if we have done something wrong, we must withhold our love from ourselves. It is a practice, a daily, moment by moment practice. When we had our center, the Spiritual Mind Center, we sang this little song, I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful. I'm capable of being the best me I can be. And I love myself just the way I am. I love you just the way you are. There's nothing you need to do. When I feel the love inside myself, it's easy to love you. Behind your fears, your rage and tears, I see your shining star. And I love you just the way you are. I love the world the way it is, because I can clearly see that all the things I judged are done by people just like me. So till the birth of peace on earth that only love can bring, I'll help it grow by loving everything. I love myself the way I am, and still I want to grow. But change outside can only come from deep inside, I know. So till the birth of peace on earth that only love can bring, I love myself and everything. And that last line was a little fuzzy because I can sing it, but to just recite it is a little different. But our love starts with us. And we are taught to not think so much of ourselves, that we have to compare ourselves to others. And if we don't measure up, then there's something wrong with us. And we go through our whole lives this way. And we confuse romantic love with divine love. Divine love is whatever it is you are giving your attention to, you're loving it. Now, think about that for a moment. If you're giving your attention to something, you're loving it. Because the very act of attention is love. So when we give our attention to what's wrong, we're loving it. And we're adding energy to it. The very energy that we are giving out. So if we're hating, that is a backward use of the love energy. And it will manifest in that backward way. So this is something to think about whenever you are tempted to complain or criticize. You are adding energy that very same kind of energy that you are giving out, you are building it stronger, making it more obvious. To know that we can love everything and everyone gives us a new perspective. We really cannot love someone else more than we love ourselves. That will always be conditional love. And we make those same conditions for ourselves. I know as a child, when I was a good little girl, I was lovable. And if I wasn't being a good little girl, then shame on me. And I took that shame very seriously, as most children do. Love, God love, is unconditional. It loves everything and everyone unconditionally. No matter what we think, say, or do, God is with us and for us and always in us and around us. It is ever present. And it doesn't have conditions. It doesn't say, if you don't worship me, I won't love you anymore. It's very forthright in its declaration of love. God is the power of love. And it is this love that runs our life. We have all this jumble of feelings that we use at different times for different reasons. And yet, every one of those feelings are based from love. So we need to be aware of how we're using our love energy. And if we are loving ourselves, it truly is automatic that we will love others as well. When we love, we are open-hearted and we are open to others. But everything, and I do mean everything, begins with us. We are aware of life because we are in life. We are alive. Sometimes we pick certain things to love above other things. That's conditional love. If you do it the way I want you to, then I'll love you. If you agree with me, I'll love you. And if you don't agree, then I think I can withhold my love. which is impossible because we are love and we must use that energy in some way. Sometimes we use it for ourselves and others, and sometimes we use it against ourselves or others. And we think that we can withhold that love. But if we're not giving the love that we are taking away from ourselves the love that we are. Love is everything. And it's not that syrupy, sweet, romantic love, although that's certainly part of it. But everything we do from love. And if we make mistakes, we love ourselves enough to forgive ourselves and others. No one can do anything to us that we don't allow. And when we're not loving ourselves, we tend to think we deserve to be treated badly. Because we have been raised in a society that believes in punishment. And love does not punish. I don't know how many times I've heard parents say, I'm punishing you because I love you. Well, their intention may be, but punishment does not work. There's a tribe in Australia that the indigenous people there. In the tribe, if someone does something wrong or harmful, they will form a circle around this person and tell them all of the good things that they are, that this person is. So they're not embarrassing this person, they're uplifting this person so that they can come from a different attitude about themselves and about others. Whereas if they were punished, they would most likely feel embarrassment and anger, hurt, feeling low. And so, how do they operate when they are feeling worthless and can't do anything right? The energy is lowered. Whereas when they're told that their true nature is divine and that they are appreciated for who they are and for what they are. Love is something that we need to study carefully and be aware that we don't need to judge anyone else for their wrongdoing or mistakes or accidents. Criticism makes it worse. Love builds confidence and faith and peace. So when we think of all that's going on in the world today, can you give thanks for being here at this time? Knowing that you can bring love into the whole situation. First, by not judging it, and also by forgiving and knowing that, as Jesus said on the cross, they know not what they do. We leave room for love in every situation. As we wander through this life and gather experience and recognize the amazing people that are in this world working toward peace. And instead of looking at how well that's working, perhaps think about how it would be if these people were not working with their love. When we can sit in our living rooms watching news, and instead of saying, oh my God, what's going on with the world? And say instead, okay, this is the way some people are still thinking. There's room for growth, for understanding. And it starts with each one of us. If we cannot find peace in ourselves, how can we find peace in the world? We have to be the peace and the love that we're looking for. And when we do this, we find that there is a wonderful world to live in. This is the heaven that we dream of. And we can make it heaven or hell. It's totally up to us. And if things aren't going the way we want them to go, then we need to focus on how to change that. because I guarantee it's all a state of mind. Our whole experience is a state of mind. Our life is what we think it is. So this is why we say, if you don't like what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, change your mind and see it change. See your whole world change. Exercise your laughter, your joy, and all of those wonderful qualities that we all have. And know that all of these feelings, all of our dreams make up who we are. So dream big, accept love, and expect it wherever you go, because it's everywhere present. So I thank you for listening. We'll have our closing treatment and our sharing time. So let's just go within. I'm so grateful for this time, for this company, especially for this company. I know that we can change the world through our thoughts of love and peace and joy, using our sense of humor to change the way things look and feel. Our life is what we dream it to be. So dream big and beautiful. And know that we are blessed at every turn. And I know that we are divinely guided every step of our way. Infinite wisdom moves through us in truth and reality. We are prosperous in all ways, at all times. We are healthy and whole. Everything is working together for our good right now and always. And so, in the nature of the Christ, I claim it all with praise and gratitude, knowing it is already done and so it is.